hear them.
How he is agreed that panel will be published.
Letter copy has been served. Kindly hears me.
Kindly,
Kindly, my lord, takes the order.
Please wait.
We are
Please wait. None of the papers are in front
here.
of
Yeah,
you.
understood.
If you start raising
Since
your
he's
voice,
taking a
it becomes
technical
difficult.
point. Since he's taking a technical point.
Let me wait. I have heard one matter on the last day.
Yes.
An order was supposed to be passed today. I will pass order today. I'll take up any further application that has come up later on.
My lord, my humble
Get it.
submission would be, as of today, my lord, lordship may, since we are seeking impleadment before a lordship,
I'll hear you
and
separately.
our status has been upheld by the Honorable Supreme Court,
I will hear
arising
you.
out of. My humble submission will be, my lord, there is two parts of the writ petition that your lordship is
I
hearing.
will hear you.
My lord, before any order is passed, kindly hears us or
No.
impedes us.
The application was filed earlier. I have heard.
But none of the
Applications,
applications.
We are
by
the, my
the
lord,
way,
successful
but-
candidates. My lord,
No,
X
read
second.
petition.
My lord, we are the successful.
আমাকে দিও। But read petition, you have to kindly go through paragraph up to 8. The read petition at the instance of 9 parts.
Mr. Debormon, I will hear you.
No, but if you, before that, if you not pass the order, then we will be affected. But that is not. In the read petition, I will challenge the read petition is not maintainable at the instance.
Very well.
9 who were on the same board with the respondent number 5. The
I will
passport
hear
have been-
you.
They have not participated in the recruitment process.
I will hear you.
Challenge
There
the
is a
recruitment process.
participated. They have
Very
not participated.
State 2014.
I will hear
respondent
you.
number 5 was appointed. not
Let
the
the
past.
applications come. I will hear you. Whatever is there in front of me, let me decide one by one.
My lord,
You
before that, my
cannot
lord,
come
your
up with
lordship-
the subsequent application and say that the earlier application
My
will
lord,
not
we
be
have
heard.
gone up in.
Our-
My lord,
our appeal has
we
been
have
allowed.
gone up in appeal. We had an intra-court appeal before the honorable division bench, which has been remanded back to your lordships. Now, my lord, pursuant to after it has been remanded, my lord, we have preferred an application saying that our standing has been upheld by the honorable Supreme Court by the division bench.
Hey, Pradeep.
Now, my lord, without hearing us,
One-
my lord,
By senior advocate, my lord,
My lord,
that be decided.
that is
first
by
in-
that is the application by the answer the candidates in respect
So
of
why are you-
no.
Why
is
are you
application-
raising your voice?
I cannot,
will
yes.
hear you separately.
What I'm saying, my lord, before, my lord, there are two parts in the writ petition. One is the CBI aspect. My lord, CBI aspect, nothing is being said. Lordship continues, we don't have anything. The other aspect is touching the selection process. If your lordship is contemplating to pass any of the order touching the selection process, kindly hears us.
Applications were filed by some of the applicants whose selection has been terminated by the board.
We are not them.
Why are
But
you
I have challenged that.
without knowing what is there?
But my lord, well, lordship is taking up the writ petition, so therefore that is the
I
apprehension.
am not yet in the writ petition. We are still in the application stage.
If your lordship is not contemplating to pass an order for publication of panel, we will not open our mouth.
Why?
I will
Why?
put it
How
to
they
you
are?
after I finish up with the application.
Yes, after that, yes.
So you all start thinking as to what the court is going to
No,
do without
problem
even
is-
knowing what
problem
the
is that
all
we
are
have-
not there.
we have lost our job once without hearing us. This unprecedented order was passed,
Whatever.
30,000 persons. So that is the apprehension. Apprehension comes to the advocates from the clients, my lord. They are so apprehensive as of today that anything relating to selection process, they are very apprehensive.
Genuine
It's
candidates,
9
nothing
and
will.
10. 9 and 10.
Genuine
who are
candidates
there?
are not there
Why
before
are-
the court.
Why are they?
I
so
will show
But,
what genuine candidates.
What is their apprehension?
Well, I am there, my lord. Kali, don't allow me to open the video. Kali, allow me to stop it. I'm not in
I
a
can
position
see
to
you
show.
already.
I am closing it. Kali, hear me only. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
returning from
you
Jalpaiguri.
you have been heard already and the order is ready and I'm going to deliver it
Oh,
just now.
then I have no problem, my lord. If you want any assistance, my lord, I'm here.
Yes. Very much assistance you have given me on the last occasion. And I have heard everything, recorded everything, and dismissed both your petitions. Your applications.
Grateful, my
As
then,
well as
then I
the-
think I've given a proper assistance to my lord.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Now give me the other application. What is there?
Can 11 is, I have served, my lord. It can be taken.
Can 11.
It has
Yes.
been served, my lord. I think.
Prior to taking up any further cans, let me see the earlier orders, please. For publication of result.
I am aggrieved. I am aggrieved because of the fact that the petition is being entertained vis-a-vis this selection process. My humble submission before your lordship is that the petitioners do not have any locus standi to say or to say anything with regard to selection process touching our appointments. First,
Touching your appointment.
yes, there is a prayer for CBI. I am not opposing anything with regard to that. We are not at all concerned. We are concerned with regard to our appointments. The petitioners do not have any standing, and before any orders are passed, my humble submission would be we would be necessary parties in view of the fact that we are the successful candidates who have been rendering our services for the last 5 years. So any order that may be contemplated to be passed with regard to the selection process may be prejudicially affecting us
My lord, by your lordship.
and would be causing civil consequences. This is fast.
The court is adjudicating an issue as to whether the selection was made properly or not.
That, my lord's issue is also being considered by the division bench. Same issue, same prayers.
Maybe, but there is a matter before here also,
Yes,
and the court has every right to look into all these
yes,
things and
yes,
get the parties,
yes. Not standing on the way.
right?
But before looking, this lordship kindly, whatever is falling from your lordship,
So-
yeah, yes. So that I can know
The
what is.
board is the authority to publish the panel, and you say that it is not required.
It is not required because as of today, the panel doesn't exist.
It existed at some point of time.
It has expired, even the
It
court.
existed in some point of time.
Yes,
Let me see the
but
panel.
the court,
I will see the panel whether it at all
I
existed or not.
I will, my lord, cite judgments from,
the affidavit on the last occasion, your
I
lordship.
will,
directed
I'll
the
be
board to
citing
file an
judgments
affidavit.
before your
You
lordship
have served us the
from
copy.
where
Kindly look
it
at
has
the
been,
affidavit.
it has been held by the Honorable Supreme Court that even the court doesn't have the power to extend or to make alive a
Wow.
panel.
Going to that
It is
extent.
not that. my
Moment
lord.
there is a publication, it will be submitted before lordship that as of today there is a publication, so therefore lordship has to
No,
consider the,
no.
let that go in. Let that go in. First,
Uh,
second is that,
Please,
second, my lord,
please,
All are presumptive
Please.
submission.
please.
you do not know what the matter is about. You were not there in the matter from the beginning.
I have gone through the, my lord, writ petition because
you
we
remain
have never
with the
been,
writ
never
petition.
been served.
Please remain with the writ petition. I
My
want
lord-
to see the panel. Please give the
My
panel.
lord, may I place, my lord, the relevant parts of the writ
Oh,
petition?
sorry, I'm not
Lordship
hearing you.
dismissed,
Kindly-
lordship
kindly
passes
call for
any
hearing
order.
I want to see
Affidavit.
the panel. The panel according to which you have been given appointment.
Yes.
I want to see the panel. It cannot sublime. The
But
panel
my humble
must be there.
submission would be lordship can always see the panel.
I will see the
But
panel.
it has to be, it cannot
will
be published
see.
in view of the fact that as of today, the panel doesn't exist.
The existence of panel does
You
not
are
prohibit its
going a
publication.
step beyond. That is not the issue
There
before
has
the
to be a
court.
finality, something, somewhere.
Exactly, there has to be a finality and it will be done. Please show me the panel.
My lord, I will, before, my lord, before passing any order, my lord, lordship would
I am
kind,
not passing any order. I want to see the panel.
I would, my lord, I will not pray that lordship, I will be placing 2-3 paragraphs of the application and the writ petition, lordship I can cease.
I want to see the panel. Why are you standing in the way? The moment you stand, the presumption
Okay,
is that
presumption, I understand,
no
I
panel.
understand, I understand. Lordship sees it is not there, yes.
your clients are already there in service. Do
As
not
of today.
jeopardize their service by opening your mouth too wide. Let me see where the panel is.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you
Panel
get
is,
it?
panel must be with the board.
Yes, this is
Yes.
what I want to see. Be happy with the panel. Your name is
Yes.
there. Why should
At
you be
whose
bothered?
instance lordship is
They are
seeing?
so brilliant.
At whose instance lordship? This is the adversarial litigation lordship is
They are
taking up.
so brilliant.
They
They
don't
have
have any,
qualified.
they
Why
don't
don't they
have
have
the
right?
extent all
Oh, yeah,
unsuccessful
and they have the
candidates.
locus standing.
Unsuccessful candidates coming and saying,
You are
My lord,
unsuccessful. We are
we
not
have been in
unsuccessful.
the practice for some time.
Mr. Lahiri, I request you,
Achha, I'll
please
then move
do
this.
not raise your voice.
Move because because of this one.
My lord, being in the practice for some time, my lord,
I have also
my
moved.
lord, that,
Pradeep,
my lord, that
Pradeep.
is why, my lord, service of the application,
affidavit.
service of the application on all, my
But
lord.
my application,
The line has not
kindly
come.
hear
None of the court has thrown it out.
Is this the panel? Is this the panel?
This is the evidence.
After the division.
And where is the panel?
Panel is the board, today is not the date for production of the panel.
All right.
That's
Yes.
myself. Your lordship passed on order that publication of panel
Yes.
and first publication of panel and the production. The publication so far is
Board
concerned.
being the record is not statutory obliged to publish the
doesn't require publication.
Where is the panel supposed to be? And it will be never made public.
Like your lordship, yes, statutory of law.
Yes.
rules.
The statutory authority are governed and not by the functions of statute do not require any publication of the panel.
What is the panel meant for?
Then for appointment, it doesn't require publication. But I'm on the word publication.
Tell me one thing, an examination is conducted. Certain persons are selected, found to be eligible. You put their names in the panel and you keep the panel with you. You keep the panel with you.
Well, these this is twice selection process.
Yes.
Panel or recommendation, list, whatever your option is, whether it is, if you are saying to be respective district primary school council, they published it and proceeded with that.
So they published it.
Well, they, in their own way.
You say it was published.
Well, that's the council. Well, more
The council published.
than they published it.
They published. So you must be,
Well, there is no, well, I'm on the point that the law doesn't require.
did they publish or not?
That's one aspect.
Did they publish or not?
If they publish.
They published. You
So
must
this is
be,
the requirement of law.
you must be having the panel which we forwarded to the districts. You have it? I want to see those.
That's your lordship.
Yes.
First, I'm addressing the requirement of law.
No, don't. Because it has already been published. Had it not been published, you could have said that there is no requirement of publishing. Since it has been published, please do not advance this argument. I want to see the panel.
But I tell you, law. The panel with the blood certainly we can produce, but there should not be any publication of it.
You
Why?
show me if it has been published once, why can it not be published for the second time? What was the requirement in the first occasion?
No requirement, but we publish. That's why I'm trying.
Please, no. Mr. Sanyal, lives of people are concerned, right? It is not that we be so technical that we look with the, we just leaf through the pages of law. You are dealing with public lives, right? Some has got appointment, some may not have, some are eligible, some are not. So let us see what has happened.
That's why submission, the subordinate legislation is the wisdom of the legislature not to publish it.
Please show me the panel since it has been published.
My lord,
If law doesn't require, can there be a writ of mandamus?
We will see to that. You show me the panel first.
the order of the division bench, why it is.
Sir, my
Then
application
point
is
was
for
not
term number
what
12.
the division bench has said.
What
about
is the affidavit for? What is the
Recently,
affidavit
that order has
for?
been challenged before the Supreme Court, my lord, and it has been rejected.
Because the law can consider the law's last order.
30th
Yes.
November. 30th November.
Evidently,
Second page.
but excuses for not
Second page.
publishing the panel. My lord, kindly check the rules.
I asked. Division bench in order is.
Yes, in the rules, there is a publication word, no?
Why are you agree?
For whom you are appearing, Mr. Judge?
Who are you all trying to save, will you say, by not publishing the panel? Who are you all trying to save? What are you trying to protect?
Question of bringing anyone.
Why? Why will you not publish it? You are giving public employment. It is not.
He has been aware.
All unsuccessful candidates.
You are unsuccessful, given money and
Vote of
take
the
money.
petition is the year 2014. Publication of panel, that is selection process.
How are they
Again,
agreed?
you are raising your voice.
I'm not.
Listen, please do not raise your voice. As it is, the atmosphere inside the courtroom is pretty heated up. Don't heat it up further. Right? You say unsuccessful candidates. An inquiry was conducted. I do not know whether you are aware or not. And the inquiry, it was revealed that ineligible candidates have been given appointment.
Whom the inquiry has been conducted?
Now, listen, now, I say by the board.
Yes, last
If the report has not been circulated, if the report, we have not been granted any opportunity to file an exception to the report, those reports, anything which has been given.
My lord, what is the right? Board is the recommending
Yes,
authority.
not
The
allowed.
recommending
Yes.
authority is stating that
Please.
appointments are illegal.
One paragraph.
May I make
Report
one
is
thing?
only an petitioner said that the
And
results
last
of the date.
I have switched on the fans also. I do not know why so many people are over here. Why are these candidates over here? Everything is being live streamed.
Yes, ma'am.
You please request. I do not know whose clients are they. They may please leave. It is becoming difficult to run the court.
My application is there. madam.
I was in a position to hold closed door arguments over here only because of removing this crowd. And especially when the live streaming is on, there is no requirement of these people to stay inside.
My lord, may I submit one thing? One minute paragraph where they say that they have not participated.
Listen, Mr. Lahiri, there are candidates who have been given appointment. They do not have the requisite qualification. The board has inquired.
94, we are not 94.
So why are you raising your voice?
My humble submission is that
Let the court proceed.
going into a scrutiny, lordship is going into a scrutiny in an adversarial litigation. Moment it is an adversarial litigation, the standings of the writ petitioners have to be seen. The writ petitioners say that it is stated in regard that
These issues has already been settled by the division.
That is, they don't know as to whether they have been successful.
Our allegation is we have not been made qualified because unqualified candidate.
They will not allow.
And because of this, my voice will rise and your lordship will say that I am rising. Can you see what is being said?
My lord, kindly, what is their locus? They're wasting court's time, my lord.
Yes. We have lost our job once. We have this. We have
How is he
audience.
prejudiced? How is Mr. Lahiri's client's
You
prejudiced
say you have
for
lost
publication
your
of
job.
the panel?
You should be happy that you are still there in service. There are others who have not been given the job.
They are not deserving.
How you know?
You are the person to decide.
He
You
is
are the
person
person
to
to decide.
He is the person to decide.
We are successful candidates.
You please remain happy being successful. Remain happy. Let the authorities see. Let the authorities see whether they are.
Is being successful a crime?
What is a crime?
Process.
What is a crime?
We have persons who have not participated.
If they have come up with clean hand, how are they prejudiced by publication of the panel?
How I am prejudiced that your clients who do not have any standing.
What is their locus? What is their locus? They have got appointment legally, illegally. How are they aggrieved if panel is
Are
public?
you aware that the Supreme Court has entertained this writ petition, has permitted the investigation to
Yes.
continue?
I am not standing in the way of anything. There are
In
two
the
parties.
course of investigation, these things will come up. So you
And
cannot
these-
stand in the way.
These things, yes. And but in respect of SSC matters, things came up before the Honorable Court and the Honorable Supreme Court has held that these things have to be established on the basis of evidence.
No.
And my lord, the
No.
reports filed, anything,
No.
it's an established law that any report which has been filed to which we have not been granted any opportunity and the reports per se would be an opinion which is the subject matter to be
No,
proved
no.
before the appropriate
The
court.
report
Yes.
does not
That is a-
cause prejudice to these clients.
She would kindly see that they have not participated in.
As of now, nothing prejudicial has happened to your clients.
This was the same thing
So,
which
it
was
is
said by the another-
your submission is simply not being
I will. I have been
considered by the court.
I have.
No
been
matter how much you raise your voice.
I understand.
Right?
I,
So,
what I'm
please
saying
don't.
is that in respect of a similar recruitment process with regard to my lord first SLST, we had preferred an application for addition of party. That application for addition of party was dismissed. We went up in appeal. Thereafter, the Honorable Supreme Court, the Supreme Court has recognized our right. So same thing is being done.
My lord, in
with-
SLST, my lord, their appointments were terminated. That's why,
No,
why,
because
yes.
that was-
No, your appointment was terminated.
That was prior to Termination was
That
public.
is regarding OMR sheet publication. That is regarding OMR sheet publication and Act of the Rules Service Commission case, and this fact is completely different. এতক্ষণ ধরে আমি মুখই খুলিনি ভাই। আমি রেড পিটিশনার হয়ে মুখ খুললাম না, তোমরা পার্টি অ্যাড হলে না, সারাদিন বলে গেল।
Lord, in my application, may I get an opportunity to place my case?
As and when your application comes up, you'll
My application
Feel
is
like-
finished, Lordship.
let
We are
it.
in street.
It has not been.
Lordship is hearing the all other can up to 11.
প্যানেল পাবলিকেশন করতে হবে।
But when your Lordship is not hearing my application,
আরে আমি রেড পিটিশন।
My lord, it has
So
not been served.
of the petition.
রেড পিটিশন। আরে
Well,
দুটো রেড পিটিশন আছে না?
9 persons filed the petition, select the appointment of the respondent number 5. The respondent ordered which is the amendment of the petition. They were acting in collusion with the respondent number 5. All of them, after failing in the state, they didn't take any steps for the last 4 years.
My lord,
It is their amendments. The writ petitioners along the
are
respondent
there to
number 5
decide.
went to the office of the board. They are the wrongdoer. There should be inquiry against the writ petitioner first. Writ petition number 2 and 3 were also enlisted with the respondent number 5 in the disputed list.
Admitting there is a disputed leads, appointments have been made illegally and panel will not be published. Very good.
That out of 42,000, only 94th has been identified.
I am requesting your learned junior friend not to raise the voice, and you being a senior, you are shouting. When your application-
Your lordship not hearing my cause of action.
You think if you raise your voice, the court will hear you?
No, then
You
your
are
lordship dismissed
handling-
my application.
You are making submission before somebody who is not going to go down if you raise your voice.
Sir, I am also not going to go down for the
Please.
interest of my client. But my application.
That does
is there,
not
your lordship
mean-
dismiss my application.
Mr. Debormon,
Your lordship
you
heard all
are-
chicken. Your lordship
you
heard all
are
chicken.
here for a long time.
I am all along in this matter.
Yes.
All along in this matter.
Please remain. The court will hear you as and when the matter is taken up.
Not be dismissed.
Your matter will, the court usually do not refuse hearings to anybody. Don't raise your voice. It is not the first time you are appearing before this
Sir,
court.
I don't raise my
Please
voice
don't.
generally, but I am
Please don't.
compelled to do in this
No.
matter. We have already suffered some
If you have suffered,
circumstances.
If you have
Similar
suffered, we will
With
see
your
to it.
lordship's order,
Please don't raise your voice.
I am not raising my voice. If your lordship hear me, I need not raise my voice.
No, no, no.
No. But for
No,
particular
those
cases,
policies is
they
not
have
the panel.
particularized.
This is not the panel. Board has stated.
You are saying it is a fact.
No, who is saying? It is not even a mere issue.
That there is a publication of case
No, environment regarding panel, kindly see board notification, one notification, 29 September.
Let me see.
Kindly comes first.
This is application for addition of party.
In three
Yes.
places. Kindly comes to page 62.
In respect of 9 candidates,
In respect of 9 candidates.
they are working.
Yes, working.
Yes. How do
Kindly
you,
comes to,
how do you feel that you will be prejudiced if you are not added?
but that I'll show. I'll show to your lord.
Show
I'll
me,
try to show.
otherwise-
I'll try to show.
Otherwise, how will you, how will I entertain your petition?
Yes, I will try to show. They are not they are not respondents. I have not found. We are not parties. Their names are not there in the cost title, which has been uploaded in the
has been-
Shartha.
It has been amended. They have been made parties.
Moment we know the cost title, we
Then-
will serve.
Then please serve. You have not served upon.
No,
the
I
other
have served.
applications
I have
not
served, my
been
lord.
served.
My lord, I have only received.
Vis-a-vis, as of today, the respondents do not have any audience. I am seeking implement in his writ petition. He is the only party who is required to be served.
I
Even
have-
in spite, I have served the board.
I
Why
have
has he served the board and not the CBI? That means they are in collusion
Because the board is a party.
and CBI is also a party.
But now CBI is, we don't know.
Yes,
These are all technical, my lord.
no, not technical.
Lordship is taking technical issues from Mr. Billadal Bhattacharya and Lordship is not taking technical issues from me.
You please serve so that everybody can be heard.
I will only as of today, I will be only addition, my lord, kindly cease, kindly allows me,
I'll
draw
allow,
your attention to
I
2
will allow you,
lines.
but then serve.
I will serve, well, এক্ষুনি দিয়ে
Yes.
দেবো।
My lord, may I
Well, I
make
will
one
give
humble
it here
submission?
and now, my lord.
My lord, may I make one humble submission?
served only the board and the petitioner. Nobody else has been
Well,
served.
it is
May I
it was
make-
not there in the
My lord,
contract.
may I make one humble
was not
submission?
there
My
in
lord?
the
The issue
contract.
is
Amended,
whether
you
the panel will be
changed.
published or not,
I'm
my lord.
supposed to know if we are not getting
Primarily,
the
my lord,
That is the reason.
primarily, my lord, primarily, 94 candidates were, appointments were cancelled, and it was the point of the board, my lord, that they were appointed beyond the declared vacancies, my lord. Whether, and this is the point they have taken in their affidavit. Now, my lord, whether those persons have been appointed beyond the vacancies can only be established if the panel is produced before
No,
your,
no.
please produce before your
Submission.
lordship, before your lordship. Now, they cannot say the court has no power to see the panel. Let it be produced before your lordship first. Thereafter, on the next day, it will be decided whether panel is required to be published. Let it
And
be produced
whose
before your
instance?
lordship.
As whose
Let
instance?
it be
That is my
produced before
contention.
your lordship.
At
For
whose instance?
adjudication
Now,
of
my
the
lord,
issue.
my lord, many things are being said, my lord. May I just?
And my lord, only
My lord,
one
many
thing,
things
kindly
are
have a
being
look.
said with
Division
regard to the
main
person.
judgment of our court.
It went up to the Supreme Court also,
No,
this
no, no,
order.
no, no. SLST didn't go.
This
My
has
lord,
not been
state
challenged, it has been
adversary
accepted.
litigation Court can go beyond the pleading.
My lord, I have,
That is in
relevant
a public interest litigation.
no. My lord, kindly see what is the division bench. says.
May I?
Pradeep,
No, my lord, one thing, lordship, my lord, kindly sees. When we are being, my lord,
Kindly see, my
our
lord, it is-
candidates
my
are
lord,
being
page
criticized
5,
for being
page 5.
successful, my lord. Who is the person concerned?
In
who is most
adversarial
suffering?
litigation, court can
These are,
go
my lord,
beyond the pleading.
these are
Court cannot be a mere spectator. Page 5.
Do not want initiation of a further recruitment process.
Page 5, paragraph 2 and 3. With regard to SSC camp, you know you are appearing in this matter. In SSC scam matter, you are appearing.
Which is being shown. Let me give an opportunity to.
Mat 1254 2021.
What's the name?
Shandip Prasad.
Sonny Prasad, I didn't appear.
Yes, you are
So I did not appear.
It's a division main judgment.
Not appear. All these have been interfered by the Honorable Supreme Court.
No. This order has not been interfered by the Supreme Court.
Don't make.
You also don't make them. কি বললো আমাকে appear করছিস বলছিস আমি appear করি।
তুই যে এসএসসি সব ম্যাটারই অ্যাপিয়ার
না,
করছে
বলে দিলি
আবার বললে হবে না।
যাওয়া যত লোকদের জন্য তাড়াতাড়ি আসে।
আর দেখে নিয়েছে দেখে
Appointment after expiry of panel.
My simple question is whether they are saying court has no power to see the panel.
Never.
I am,
court can go beyond pleadings and court can mold relief
I am.
if the
submit-
constitutional
Let
court
the-
finds anything wrong.
yes.
It is a settled principle of law by the Supreme Court also.
At the end of the day, who is the real sufferer? My lord, it is being said that persons are waiting there, persons are waiting in the streets, they are agitating. The real sufferers are the silent persons who have not got an opportunity to participate in a newly initiated
My lord, the
recruitment process.
real sufferers are the children, they are taught by uneducated person.
Please. Moment the board has come up with a contention that they have appointed candidates more than the notified vacancies. This selection process ends as of today. 2 persons, it is the right of the persons who did not participate in the date 2014 or subsequent dates and who have acquired eligibility criteria to participate after all these things. Say for instance, a person who has acquired eligibility criteria in 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, they are the real sufferers. Because of these unsuccessful candidates, they are not getting any opportunity to participate in
Because
the
of these
recruitment process.
ineligible candidates, children are being
Moment.
taught illegally.
The Supreme Court is,
You are there in service,
yes,
so don't think about who is suffering.
that is the point I'm
You
saying. They are saying
yourself.
they cannot also say that we are suffering.
You restrict yourself, your submission to
This
what
is the law.
your
This is the law that I'm saying.
your candidates.
As of
You do not think about
that moment, a selection process, a person who is appointed more than a selection process, a notified vacancy, then the selection process ends. They cannot get any job. And by all these litigations, what they are trying to do is they are trying to create an atmosphere so that the authorities cannot initiate new recruitment process by which thousands of persons,
Sufficient.
thousands and
Is
lakhs
he
of
advocating for
persons
the board? Is he advocating for the board? He shows the collusion.
moment you are saying something beyond your pleadings, I can also assist the court by showing the
Yes,
law.
court can go beyond pleadings.
Moment he is saying,
Court can go beyond pleadings.
I
of
want
course,
to
Yes,
hear
court
the
can.
I'm
There is a
assisting the
division,
court.
there is a
I'm
division bench
assisting the
judgment.
court.
Purpose
These
is also
judgments
says-
have not been cited before your lordship.
Uh,
These judgments are not being cited before your
an
lordship.
order was passed with all documents in connection with the recruitment process have been seized by the investigating agencies. The board is not in a position to verify all records. Acha, by the কি বললাম? Start. All documents in connection with the recruitment process, which was with the recruitment agency, have been seized by the investigating agencies.
Agency will only publish, my lord.
These are all being considered by the division bench. Election is subject matter of division bench.
Kindly record the.
The board is directed to upload the notification, upload the error-free list as indicated in the notification published by the West Bengal Board of Primary Education bearing memo number 1995/WBBPE/2022 dated 29th of November 2022. Upload bollam? Upload in the board's website. Yes. Please. It reads first paragraph, last line, upon publication of such list. It has
Yes,
come
that
to
kindly
the
reads
notice.
the third line.
Yes.
Has published breakup of marks of TET
How?
2014
By way of
qualif.
a list.
Yes.
By way of a list.
Yes, that
So
is
it
there in the
a
record
list.
also.
Still in the website.
Yes.
Let us see.
List as recorded. So that is understood.
Yes.
This notification.
Investigating agencies. Yes. Next date. That will be put up the server. You can see. I'll take up with these investigating agencies and fix up it.